Okay, so it's been a minute. Welcome back. Um, I'm back to my weekly lives. There we go. I'm just doing a refresh today. If you're new here, my name is Gal. I am a hairstylist. I work in a curly hair salon, and I haven't been doing my weekly lives for a minute, but I'm back. So anyways, we're back to the regularly scheduled programming. Usually I do a full hair routine, but I feel like what I'm working with is not bad today, so I'm just going to refresh it. We're on day 4. The products that I used on my wash day were the Lanza Healing Curls Butter Whip Styling Foam, and I Create Definition. I really like the Butter Whip styling foam. You can use it as an all-in-one on some hair types. Ugh, it's driving me nuts. There's too much humidity in here. Maybe I need to open a window. Okay, now you're gonna hear the crickets. So you can use this as an all-in-one styling like mousse. However, for my hair, I don't get enough definition when I do that. My hair really struggles to get like defined curls. So I find I just love adding I Create Definition as a topper. But I find if I just use I Create Definition on its own, things get a little stringy, like too much definition. So I usually like to add something like that's a little bit creamier to go with it, and that mousse does that really well to help with like the clumpiness. So sometimes I'll use a cream, like a lot of time I'll use a cream, or sometimes I'll use a mousse to do that. Or sometimes a cream and a mousse. In this case, some of the other mousses I've used are like the Weedad Vital Curl Mousse. This time I used the Lanza Healing Curls Mousse. Something I love about the Lanza Healing Curls Mousse. Okay, we're gonna leave it on. The Lanza Healing Curls Mousse, it has built-in heat protection. Love that. It's a little bit like moisturizing. Lots of mousses can be drying. Something I like about the Vital Curl Mousse and the Lanza Healing Mousse, they both are a little bit more on the moisturizing side, which my hair tends to be dry. So that's my product combo that I did 4 days ago, and I feel like it's been holding up pretty well, so let's refresh it. When I use the term refresh, a lot of people immediately think, okay, you're gonna fully resaturate or restyle your hair. Yes, that is one way to refresh your hair, but it's not the only way to refresh my hair, and it's definitely not how I'm refreshing my hair today. I feel like I've got a pretty good base. I definitely don't need to fully resaturate my hair. Do you know what I can do if the bottom layers are straighter than the top layers? Yes. So my hair is actually the opposite. It's curlier underneath, straighter on top. But having uneven curl pattern is super, super common. First of all, just understanding that like almost no one has completely uniform curl pattern. It's totally normal. One thing that can really be helpful is getting a curly cut so that your bottom layers are cut a little bit shorter so that they're not just like sticking out and they won't be as noticeable. So getting a curly cut can be helpful, or at least getting someone to cut your hair according to your curl pattern as opposed to pulling everything totally straight when it's wet, and cutting it the same length when it's wet. If you are wearing your hair mostly curly. If you're wearing it like 50-50, that may not be like 50% straight, 50% curly, that may not be the best idea, because then it will be shorter underneath when you wear it straight, if that makes sense. But anyways, that's something to consider when if you're wearing it a lot of the time curly. Or like 80% of the time curly. One of the other things to consider is if you're diffusing your hair, really like cupping it when you diffuse to really encourage that curl underneath, and focusing a little bit more on hovering the top areas so you're not encouraging the top curl underneath and you are encouraging the bottom curl a little bit more. So you can really use that diffuser to like shape the curl a little bit more. yeah, so those would be my 2 suggestions. Because there is a little bit that you can do during the diffusing period to like encourage the underneath curl and not encourage the top curl as much. But also just like understanding that it's normal and everybody has that, and the cut can do a lot to make it look a little bit more intentional. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is just kind of get a sense of what I'm working with. It's really not that bad. It's looking a little lived in. So I was talking a little bit about there's different ways to refresh your hair. If I'm going to need to fully resaturate my hair, usually I'll just restyle my hair, because at that point, like, what are we doing here? And also, I do find with the Lanza products, they refresh better with like creams and stuff than they do with water. That's just been my experience. But the other thing I found with the Lanza products is they build volume very, very well, which is something I love about them. So already just like building volume into my hair, I'm liking my hair a lot better. The next thing that I'm going to do is I just want to smooth a little bit of frizz. So I'm going to use the Advanced Climate Control Featherlight Touch-Up Gel Cream on my hair. So I'm going to use like a pretty generous amount of it. I'm kind of debating if I need to do this. Okay, so you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm kind of looking at the back. Yeah, so I think I'm going to do this kind of at the back of my hair. It's funny, like as soon as I shake it out, I'm like, maybe it's fine. Sometimes you can make it worse. Yeah, okay, so I think I do need to refresh the back of it. I am going into the salon today, so I'm using a very generous amount. And I'm pancaking it over a few sections that I want to just control some frizz. Okay, and already you can kind of see how that laid down the frizz a little bit back there. Yeah, so somebody's saying, do you protect your hair at night with frizz? Yeah, so at night I was sleeping with a bonnet last night, and then when I had a shower this morning, I used a shower cap. Okay. And then the front, I actually kind of like. I think I'm just gonna take a few little pieces of that Featherlight Touch-Up Gel Cream. And actually, my husband has like very loose, wavy hair, and when he gets frizzy hair in the humidity, I actually use this on his hair too, just to touch it up when it's dry. So like, I really like this product. His hair is very fine. So I'm kind of going around the front. Pieces here. I don't know why I got a part this time. It's because I wore my hair straight the other day, and so my hair was parted, and so I didn't use root clips when I restyled my hair curly to like get rid of the part. Okay, so you can see this is another way to refresh your hair that doesn't involve fully washing and restyling. Whenever you go to refresh your hair, you really want to ask yourself, what am I trying to address, before you just go in and like fully resaturate your hair. For me, I could see that my hair was like a little bit frizzier in some areas than I wanted it to be. So I wanted to address some of that like halo frizz and some of that lack of definition. I was pretty happy. Sometimes I'll have lack of volume. Very happy with the amount of volume that I was seeing. That wasn't an issue. I'm not unhappy with the amount of curl that I'm seeing. I don't have lack of curl. So like those aren't issues that I'm trying to address. But maybe you're having lack of curl, lack of volume, like there can be any number of issues, and you want to make sure that you're solving for the right issue. Because sometimes you're not even solving for the right issue during your refresh, and that can often be when you make your refresh more complicated than it needs to be. Okay, so today I'm using my Shark. I'm really just drying based on the product I added. I'm growing my hair out again, which I'm very excited about. So I think my hair is going to slowly be getting higher maintenance again, but I've been short for a little while now, and I feel like I missed my long hair. Okay. Let's see how that did. What do you think? It's subtle, but I think it's good enough for today. The front is still, I think it's still a little damp. And then what I think I'll do is I'll do a full restyle for tomorrow. I have to say this style really held up. So I'm not really using any particular techniques for the diffusing. I'm just kind of, well, I guess I'm pixie diffusing. Okay. How has everyone's summer been? So I just finished my level 2 at Algonquin College. So I'm back in the salon full time, never to leave again for school. So I'm very excited about that. So hopefully I will see you back there. I know my schedule is a little hairy right now, but thank you for everybody's patience. I know if you've been trying to get in, it's a little wild. But anyway, school was awesome. I learned how to do some very cool techniques. We did lots of highlighting. Thank you. I'm so happy to be done. It was awesome, actually. But I'm so happy to be done. This was a summer of so much education. I did my reso certification in New York. So I can officially call myself a soil specialist based on training. So because I have that certification under my belt now. What else? So I did my level 2, so I'm done all of my in-class education now to become a hairstylist. Just need to finish my hours to be done my apprenticeship. It's been a really, really awesome summer. Reconnected with some old friends this summer. I think we might be getting a sauna at our house. We're very excited about that. Does anybody have a sauna? Kind of a crazy purchase. Feeling very finished. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so day 4 hair, I think I'm pretty happy with that. I maybe should have just washed and restyled because I am going to the salon, but I didn't feel like it. And frankly, I think it looks pretty good. So yeah, I will say that is one of the things that I really like about the Lanza mousse. I feel like my hair doesn't get as dry. Like I really do feel like it holds on to that moisture. And my hair does tend to get dry over the course of a few days. And with the Lanza products, I feel like it just holds on. It doesn't get as dry. It holds on to that moisture a little bit. So yeah, I feel like it's not dry. So it's so dark. Oh, here's what I can do. Here, let me turn this off so you can see. Can you see? Here, maybe I'll turn. I don't know if you can see or not. No. Can you see if I do that? Wait, you need one light on. It's so dark in here. Oh my god. Depending on which camera I'm showing you on. Sorry, YouTube, I think you're in trouble, but... Okay, I think in the end that turned out pretty well. I just needed to keep drying it a little bit. That definitely looks better than it did when I woke up. Yay, I'm happy with that in the end. Here, I'll just show you like this. Ooh, hello. Get more lights on. Oh, that's why it was so bright. Okay. Okay. This is probably better off. So, I think that turned out pretty well. these like weird little founding father curls today. That's fine. We're gonna work with them. Okay. We'll see you next week. So next week's probably gonna be a full live, like a full wash and style. But that's it for my refresh today. Yeah, just like a little tidy up. And then we'll see. This was day 4 today. I haven't refreshed it up until today. Like I've just been riding my wash day. If I wasn't working in the salon tomorrow, I could probably get another like tomorrow out of this hair again. Because I'm working in the salon tomorrow and Friday, I will probably fully wash my hair tomorrow, and I don't start until noon tomorrow. So I will probably do a full wash day tomorrow. So tomorrow would be day 5. Yeah. So that gives you kind of an idea of what a refresh could be on your hair. But yeah, that gives you a sense. Hope that's helpful. Okay, bye guys.